Are you committed to building a business that serves your dream lifestyle? That's the question I have for you. Are you committed to building a business that is serving you, which is your dream lifestyle? If the answer is yes, then you're going to need this one thing every single day in the business is going to help you close that gap. Okay. That gap of where you're at to where your dream is. And one thing is being productive, productivity. Being productive so you can live your dreams. And that's what I want to touch on. Okay. So if you were to step outside of yourself, and let's say you were following yourself around the office or at home, wherever you're at, and let's say, you're watching every single day, 24-hour period, you're watching every single minute of your day. Would you consider yourself productive? Like, would you say that you are productive? If your clients were able to tune in to your day, your 24-hour day, would they be proud of the agent that they hired to take care of the biggest asset they may ever have? Or would they be like, you know what? I don't know if this is the agent for me, you're fired, based on your productivity and your actions and your activities throughout the day? Make that observation, okay? Now, I want to get into what productivity is not. Productivity isn't being Superman, Superwoman, a freight train. It's very simple. Being productive is just making choices to knock things off your list so they don't stack up on you. Having a checklist, all the things that are on there. If you got 10 items, 10 things you got to do today, knocking them off one by one, okay? And then celebrating that, because that's the big thing. You're closing the loop, okay? So you don't have to be the Superman or Superwoman. All you got to do is take a piece of paper, create a checklist, and be committed to knocking each thing off your list. So in order to do that, every single day, you got to be clear on the choices that you're making to get you closer to your dreams. Make sure the choices and the actions that you're making and doing are getting you closer or closing that gap, okay? Following a schedule that's going to help keep you on the right path. And it's not necessarily time management, it's choice management. You can't manage time. You can manage your choices, though, that you're making, and basing your choices off your principles. Hopefully your principles are aligned with your dreams that you're trying to live, okay? So I want to hop into, as a real estate agent, what the phases are that you're probably in right now and what you should be doing to get to the next phase. I'm going to touch on the concentration phase. The concentration phase is when you are putting the work in, you are focused on making the dials, the contacts, setting the appointments, getting the pendings to put under contracts, and getting closed deals, okay? The easiest two things to focus on are going to be, in regards to your output, your contacts per day, and then your appointments set per day. Your appointments set per day, okay? In the concentration phase, that's all you're focused on. You're building your skill set, you're getting the reps in, you're making the phone calls, you're connecting, you're texting, you're emailing, you're talking to as many people as possible, because that's how you're going to set the appointments that you need, that your business plan tells for you to set to be able to hit your income goal and live the lifestyle that you desire. That is a 90-day process, by the way. It's not a 1-week thing. It's not a 60-day thing. It's not a 2-week thing. It's a 90-day process of being consistent every single day. That is the concentration phase, the phase you're probably in. Momentum phase, because you graduate to the momentum phase if you execute the concentration phase. The momentum phase is you are still doing the daily activities that are required of you, but you're getting more out of it now. Getting more people calling you back, You're able to set more appointments in a momentum phase than you were in a concentration. Maybe you've been consistently setting 2 to 3, let's say 3 consultations a week. Now in the momentum phase, you're setting 5 a week, but you're talking to the same amount of people. That is true momentum phase. Your skill set has increased. You built up a nurture pipeline. You've been networking. Over those 90 days, you were laser focused on the daily activities that are going to yield you the highest results. In other words, plan, PLAN, prospecting, lead follow-up appointments and negotiations. You were gung-ho about making sure you executed on those things. Momentum phase is now feeding you back all the hard work you put in, all the time spent nurturing relationships, building up relationships. Now all that is coming to fruition, and you're gaining even more momentum as you keep focused on those daily activities. So I hope that makes sense. Concentration phase, that's the one phase you do not want to stay in. I know agents that stay in it their whole career, and they never get to maximize the opportunity, their full potential. Okay. And if they're struggling in that area, it bleeds into other areas in their life as well. That's how important the concentration phase is it takes certain habits to get out of it, habits that serve you. And if you're struggling to get out of it, I guarantee you it's also showing up in other areas of your life. So let's talk about how can I be more productive to get out of the concentration phase and to be in the momentum phase. And there are other phases after momentum. As you graduate out of the momentum phase, you come into the stabilization phase, which is now you have an opportunity to optimize your business, make it even more efficient. Okay. That means, again, less duplication, less effort, more input, more money, more closings. Things become simpler, right? Optimization. Maybe you make key hires, whatever it may be. But and then after that is mastery phase. So I'm just touching on 2 today, but there are other phases. Now, what can you do to graduate into the other phases, especially the concentration phase? You don't want to be in that phase no longer than 90 days. Okay. By the way, that is how fast your business can go to the next level if you are laser focused. All right. Here are the steps to be more productive. Very simple. Plan your day the night before. Plan your day the night before. Take a sheet of paper and write out all the things that did not get accomplished today, because those now go into the next day. Your goal is to complete every task the same day, so you don't have any rolling over to the next day, but you're very clear on what needs to get done the next day before it even happens. So write that down. And then you want to do everything else, preparing for the next day, whether it's putting your clothes out, getting clear on what you're going to wear, reviewing your schedule. That way, if you need to add anything to that sheet of paper of your to-dos, you can do so. And then have a morning pre-game ritual that involves self-development, exercise, and reviewing your dreams for the year. What are your dreams? Maybe you want to buy a new house. Maybe you want to put aside $25,000 for whatever reason. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to pay down debt. Whatever it may be, review that. Exercise and do some type of self-development, reading a book, podcast, even working on a skill. For us real estate agents, working on a script, being able to get more comfortable handling objections, getting caught up on what's happening in the market, anything that's going to help grow you as a professional. Okay. And then get to the office early and bring 100% energy. Bring that energy, because your energy is everything. Your energy affects your words, the way you communicate. Your body language, all that is extremely important. Make sure your energy is at a level 10, 100% energy. Get to the office a little early so then you aren't rushing. You're fully ready to go when it's time to get on phones, okay? Plan no matter what. Touched on this already. PLAN. You got to plan no matter what. Your business depends on it. There's nothing more profitable for you to do in your business other than prospecting, lead follow-up, appointments, and negotiations. There's nothing else. Nothing. Help others. You can only help others after you are living and breathing those habits. Because how can you, what you're going to do, help someone have the same bad habit that you have? So really check yourself. And if you're doing that, you're winning every day. You now have built up enough equity to help others. You can help them by holding them accountable. We all need it, myself included. We all need that support system. Hold us accountable to what is most important to us, okay? And then again, this is extremely important. Stack your wins and really just celebrate them. You don't have to go do anything extravagant, but celebrate your wins. Those wins being you checking off your to-dos every single day. Every single day, doing the things that's going to close that gap. Those are your wins if you execute on them. Those actions that are based on the principle of being productive, that is getting you closer to momentum, that is getting you closer to your dreams. Celebrate those wins. It's huge. So very simple things that make a big difference in your life and in your business. Small hinges swing big doors. Small hinges swing big doors, okay? So that is what you need if you want to be productive and you want to build a business and a life by design. Build a business that serves you. This is what you need to do every single day. Don't get fancy. Just keep it simple and execute daily, okay? All right, so if you have feedback, questions, leave them in the comments section. I would love to hear what you guys think about this, being productive. You may have even better insight that you can share with everyone. So leave a comment, like the video, subscribe if you haven't. But I hope this was extremely helpful for you. I will just say again, complexity is the enemy of performance, okay? Simplicity wins every single time. Simplicity wins every single time. All right, you guys, I'm gonna leave you with that. You guys take care out there. See you on the next one.